cold winter night, all of a sudden we were all hanging out at a house, in a friend's house though. But what happened was the door suddenly opened. And all of a sudden, the most horrifying thing happened. This guy walked in and he had Arby's in his hands. And all of a sudden, we didn't know what the hell that was. But we looked up. We finally knew what this horrifying creature was. It was Ludwig. So we're like, oh, all right. So then we just hung out and, everything was cool. But, then we played some Xbox and stuff. But then, all of a sudden, we thought that we heard something else that was horrifying. We couldn't believe it. The door busted open. And we don't remember inviting this guy at all. And all of a sudden it was like, who the hell is this? And we're all wondering, oh my God. We thought he had a knife in his hand. But no. He just came in with vegan food. And it was Eli. And then we're like, oh man. Having all these scares tonight, I don't know what's going on. So, after that, we went upstairs. All of a sudden, we heard a banging on the window. And we thought we saw this horrible hooded creature. He took down his hoodie, and then all of a sudden, it was Anthony. So everything was all right, and we all hung out. And we're like, all right, thank God. And then we heard, from downstairs, we heard this crazy sound and a crash, and we heard, help, I'm being killed. But no, it was just Perry reciting the line from Friday the 13th, Part 4. So we're like, oh, all right. And then one day, though, there's another story where we decided we're going to go to the store. So we were like, all right. So basically, we just went to this convenience store. Everything was fine. And all of a sudden, the person at the counter looked at us really weird. And he said, oh, so you're going to have all those chips or whatever, something like that. And then all of a sudden, he looked at us. And he said, I got AIDS. And we all thought it was really weird that he said that, but then we realized the most horrifying thing of all. Then he just started talking to us about games and stuff. And then he said, don't buy the Xbox One. The Xbox Series X. Because I'm a fanboy. So, it turns out he was just a Sony fanboy. We thought he was going to do something really strange, but thankfully it wasn't anything crazy. We just walked out. But, another time, we went to the woods, ran into the woods, and all of a sudden, I thought there was something crazy behind the tree. There's just some guy, and he said, I got fucked in the ass, fuck me in the ass. And he kept saying it over and over again. It scared me. So what happened was, I ran down, and all of a sudden, he said, don't let the government fuck you in the ass. Turns out he used to work for the government, so I was like, oh, all right, whatever. So I almost thought I got raped, but no, I didn't. So anyway, another time, went into a grocery store, and then all of a sudden we hear one of the cashiers saying, "Who's there?" I was like, what the fuck? And then he said, "I know where you live. I'll kill you." And it was just a little one messing with us. Man, that was close. Well, that's pretty much it, you know. It just winds up being Ludwin, and that's what it is. All right, bye.